Hey guys, so I just finished getting off the harmonic balancer from 2003 Honda Civic. We're taking it off because we're changing the timing belt, and it was a lot of work getting the valve cover off, especially compared to the CRX because there was more stuff like a power steering pump in the way, and it was a little bit interesting because there's an AC belt and it's the same belt that is connected to the alternator, and so just getting all that stuff sorted out, and then also these AC lines running all over the place, and the ignition coils do make things a little bit more tricky to deal with. One thing I did run into, and just a side note, like I really don't like power steering systems because they're just always in the way, and I don't like it. But there is a lot of oil underneath the car right here, and when I look at the seal, I don't know if you can see it, but this seal looks like it's been kind of shredded a bit. Like there's a lot of torn up rubber, and then there's a lot of kind of like wet oil around in this area. I'm not sure what is the cause of that. Maybe it's the oil drain pan gasket to the engine block, or maybe there's some kind of seal right here. But yeah, that is definitely interesting, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. And then another thing is these electric impact wrenches work really well. They took off the harmonic balancer or the crank pulley bolt really easy, and I can't believe how easy that was because usually it takes me an hour at least to just get this one bolt off. But this thing is incredibly nice, and yeah, so things are coming along. Another thing I've learned over the years of working with my dad on this stuff is labeling everything and grouping all of the same bolts together is incredibly important, and it pays dividends later on when you're putting it all back together. And then there's the alternator, and here is the valve cover, and we're gonna have to be replace all these seals just so good practice. Yeah, and then the other tricky part was this engine bracket here. This engine bracket went on right here, and what I found really helped, especially because this car has ABS, so this ABS module is in the way of everything, getting that bracket to like clear this spot. What I did is I'm using like an engine jack, and then I just kind of lower and raise the engine block just enough so I can manipulate that engine mount to get it off. So that was another thing that took a while to do, but things are slowly coming along. And yeah, the other weird thing about this was when I was taking off this wiring harness, the plastic that you know, the little plastic cover here, and I think you can kind of see it, like it just cracks, and I feel kind of bad because I don't think that's good. But yeah, I don't know. Things are coming along, and hopefully we'll get the new timing belt in pretty easily, and